What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about something that can transform your anxiety recovery journey, but you know what time it is. Smash the like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt today, because that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Guys, a lot of you have been trying so many different things for your anxiety. You've been trying new concepts, new tools, new programs, and I'm so proud. First, I just want to start the video off by me just saying that I'm proud of you. If you've been trying to get better, I am so proud of you. I know how hard it is. I know how long it takes. You know, I just did a video earlier today about not putting a timetable on your recovery and trying to imagine just growing by 0.5% per day, being patient, taking the pressure off. So I'm just going to get that out of the way. This takes a good long while for most of us. We have to think months instead of weeks when it comes to our recovery process, and we have to be patient with the tools and the tips and the videos like this that we get and we're lucky to get, and just take time with it, okay? But there are a few bigger bite-sized chunks that can get you there a little faster, and I like to call these like breakthroughs. But usually these are the things that we are most reluctant to actually do, and everybody is different. For some of you, exercise is a go-to thing. It's great for you. Never really had too much of a problem with it. It relieves your anxiety pretty quickly, but you struggle with maybe dietary changes, right? And that still flares up your anxiety. But a lot of you, you're not willing to exercise, right? Because of many different reasons. You don't want to trigger yourself. A lot of you have health anxiety, and on a more categorized version of health anxiety, you have heart anxiety or cardophobia. You're worried about getting your heart rate up, your blood pressure up. You're worried about having a heart attack. For some of you, you're worried about having a stroke or having a medical emergency because of the exercise. So we put it off. We push it off. We push it off. We push it off. And kind of like what I was mentioning in the last video that I did, and whenever I talked about exposure, because for some of you, something like exercise would be exposure, right? If you're afraid of something happening to your heart, exposing yourself to that fear or the process of exercising is going to help desensitize the symptoms, the overall fear, and eventually you're going to be able to gain the evidence, an internal evidence, right? Internal reassurance that, hey, my heart's healthy because I was able to do my workout this morning. So now I'm sitting on the couch watching TV. Why would I have a heart attack now if I didn't have one this morning, right? That's the importance of exercise as an example if you deal with heart anxiety. Okay, so where was I going with that? So we are reluctant to do the exercise, even though that's going to be something that transforms your entire path. It's just harder to do, right? It's scarier to do. The things that you are most reluctant to do in your anxiety journey or in the anxiety recovery process, those are going to be the things that eventually set you free. But what do? We put them off. We put them off, and we suffer. We suffer for years. A perfect example of this, and I'll make it brief. I talk about it a lot because it's a very big moment in my anxiety journey, and it fits perfectly for this video. I was reluctant to push it in my exercise. I would try, okay? I didn't totally avoid, but I was scared to push it because, hey, I fell under that category of heart anxiety. I was so afraid of something going wrong with my heart. I didn't have total acceptance. I got testing done. I got told by professionals, but something in me just didn't believe it. So I was still reluctant to push it because I had a few times where I felt like it triggered me a little bit, right? And a lot of you can relate. So I didn't push it. I didn't run too fast. I didn't go that extra step and do an additional 10 push-ups when I started to get tired. So finally, I gained the courage, and we have to have courage, guys. I'm not asking you not to be afraid. When I went out and pushed it and exercised the first time, hell yeah, I was still scared. I thought there was a 50-50 chance I was going to die going out there and doing it. But I went out there and I finally broke through that wall. And with all these things that we're reluctant to do, it's like a wall. It's a barrier. You kind of have to just go for it. You have to break through it. And I did it. And I thought I was taking a big risk. Like a lot of you are going to think that you're taking a big risk getting back in the car or going back to work, or for a lot of you, it's even a cold shower. Some of you refuse to do that. Cold water is so powerful when it comes to desensitizing and grounding you from anxiety. It could give you some great momentum. Guys, I can't tell you how many times somebody has told me whenever I've been on the phone with them, or just people commenting in general, or conversations that I've had with people that I know. Like, I don't know how you do the cold water, man. I don't know how you do that. I can't stand cold water. And I just tell them, like, you'd be perfect for it then. I don't love the cold. I love what the cold water does for me, right? I love what it does for me. I love the results that I get from cold showers or a cold plunge or dousing myself with ice water. I love the way that I feel after, okay? But a lot of you are so reluctant to do that. See, that was something that I wasn't reluctant to do. So, you know what I mean? So it helped me, it gave me results. Exercise was a big one. Starting some of my exposures. A lot of you, for most of you, you're putting off and you're reluctant to start your exposure process. For some of you, that's driving. For some of you, it's going back to work. For some of you, it's going out and mingling with friends and socializing. For some of you, it's leaving the house, right? All I'm asking from you guys is courage. A lot of you feel like you're not supposed to be afraid of what you're going to expose yourself to. You're trying to fix something within your comfort zone or your bubble before you go out there and do it. Just like I was trying to fix all my fears about my heart and everything before I went out and pushed it during exercise. So I was reluctant. I held off and held off. Guess what, guys? It took me about 2 years to start pushing it with exercise, dealing with health anxiety and heart anxiety, panic disorder, and all that stuff. And even though I was happy after I got done, I was like, I was finally able to freaking accept that there was nothing wrong with my heart. And it's pretty much ended my heart anxiety from then on out. I still dealt with my other issues of anxiety and fearing cancers and other stuff like that. But pushing it with exercise, and even though I was happy about it, and I was like, finally I can accept, I was like, damn, why didn't I do this like a year ago even? Like, I'd be in such a better place. Guys, we are wasting time. You know what I mean? By trying to just do all the easy stuff. And what's easy to you may not be easy to me, and vice versa, right? We're all different. Some of you love exercise. Some of you are so afraid of it. Some of you are not willing to change your diet and you know it's triggering you. Some of you are not willing to give up smoking or take a break from drinking or to give up any type of drug use, right? Some of you are not willing to detoxify your environment. You keep hanging out with the same toxic people, whether that be a relationship that you need to end or a friendship. Some of you are not willing to stop staying up all night, or some of you are not willing to cut down on your gaming time. I mean, I can go on and on and on. You know what you're reluctant to do. In fact, make a list today of the things that you have been reluctant to do that either sound scary or you've just been stubborn about it. Those things right there on that list, that's what's going to get you to recovery. You know what I mean? That's the answer. That list that you made. What are you reluctant to freaking do, man? What are you stubborn with? What are you not willing to change right now, today? Change those things. Participate in those exposure trips, right? And get out of your comfort zone, and then things happen. Are your symptoms going to flare up more? Yes. And we are so afraid of that. Are you going to have a little bit more anticipatory anxiety about these things? Yes. But guys, that's not going to last forever. That could be a few days to a few weeks for some of you, doing the things that you're reluctant to do. Right? What's a couple weeks, right? Instead of dealing with this for years. So I just ask you guys today to be courageous and to be brave and to take that step forward. It's okay to be afraid and nervous. It's fine. I'm just asking for bravery. That's it. I had to be brave when I went out there and ran because there was still part of me that thought I was going to die out there. Okay? So that's what I'm asking from you today. If you want more guidance on your individual recovery process, check out my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp. I'm going to put that down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. There's going to be a link for that. You can see the curriculum. You can see everything that's in there, close to 100 videos. It's going to take you step by step through the process that I did for myself to get out of panic disorder, health anxiety, and generalized anxiety disorder. Be a part of that today. It's helping so many people. I don't want you to miss out on that journey and that process, guys, or that opportunity. Other resources for therapy are down below, and there's some my social media stuff and Facebook groups. That's all down there. Please hit like on this video if you got some value, guys. And until next time, keep fighting. I'll talk to you soon.